history, art, luxury, and comfort are found in one sentence when describing this masterpiece of Sri Lankan royalty. A boutique hotel that transcends the boundaries of formality and truly makes one feel at home.
My name is Shant Fernando. I started a concept in Sri Lanka in 1987 when I returned from Australia. And I've been running a company called Paradise Road for 32 years. I started as a retailer, selling locally produced products and developing and enhancing what we had in this country to an international level, to an international taste. And I succeeded with that store. I had several, big companies from overseas coming to Sri Lanka and wanting me to export to them, but I was against all of that because I worked with craftspeople and I liked the ratio that I had between demand and supply. Started the Gallery Cafe in 1998. Jeffrey Barber was a good acquaintance and he entrusted his beloved office in my care and I developed that. And everyone used to come to me and say, Shant, what's next? But I'm a person who waits till opportunity knocks and then I answer. Sunetra Bandaranaike is a very close friend of mine and she called me into this house for advice as she wanted to dispose of some of the furniture that she had in this house. And I asked her what she was going to do with this house and she said she was going to lease it to the Pakistani embassy. And then I said, how much rent are you going to get? And she told me. And then I said, why don't you rent it to me? She said, for what? I said, at the spur of the moment, I said, to convert into a boutique hotel. Anyway, she needed the blessings of her siblings because this is an ancestral home. And, or I would say more a family home because the ancestral home is in Horogolla. But she did the right thing and asked, got the permission from her sisters because, she had control over the property. And then she decided to lease it to me. And it took me 2 years and 8 months and a lot of money, right, to enhance this property, which was a home, and actually the home of a politician. It was a labor of love. I put a lot of energy into it. 2 years and 8 months for me to transform this house. Put things into the property. I had to build several. There were only 3 bathrooms upstairs. We have 8 now. You know, all the facilities that one needs for a boutique hotel, and also have a kitchen big enough to be a commercial kitchen instead of a domestic one. And all these things took time. I traveled overseas and I bought antiques from China. I mean, the sofas that we have here came from Spain, and we have artifacts here. I mean, what I wanted this place to have an eclectic feel. It's a colonial house when you say a colonial house, not a Sri Lankan colonial house. It's not a Valawa in the sense of the old-fashioned Valawas. This is a villa. And I converted it into a villa that, all right, has succeeded. I mean, we've had wonderful people come and stay here. I mean, this was chosen for Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall when they visited here. I mean, I was lucky enough even to have his brother, the Duke of Wessex, come and have dinner here. We've had Amal Clooney come and stay here. We have several Indian Bollywood stars come and stay here, from Priyanka Chopra. We've had Deepika Padukone. We've had all sorts of people come and stay here, which is great. And they appreciate it. And what we have is a shabby chic in this hotel. It's not like walking into a shiny hotel. What we want is warmth, and we want personal attention. So when people come here, I don't want this to be an overcrowded restaurant. It is really for discerning people, people who want to have, I think, wonderful, huge deals have been done here because of the privacy that the clients have here. It has a colonial grandeur with columns everywhere and wonderful spaces with wonderful materials that were used inside, like boarded floors and tiled floors and a wonderful teak staircase. And all these highlights are things that I used, right, as my backdrop. I actually had somebody doing something called trompe-l'oeil on the pillars to make it look like marble. I found an artist. It's an idea that I got from Europe. I mean, these are not marble pillars at all. They were painted. So, I mean, everything here, the color, I mean, my color palette is very monochrome. As you see, people walk in, and that is a highlight of Paradise Road's taste. People bring the color into a space. And what I have here is very, very neutral. Beiges, browns, grays, blacks, right? Except in the bar, where the color, I've used what I call a lipstick red, okay? To give it some magic. I mean, we have a very good kitchen, an excellent kitchen, and a wonderful chef who makes very good food, and people come back. We don't over-advertise Paradise Road. I mean, you don't find it at every corner of the street. We don't flaunt ourselves as being the best restaurant or anything like that. I used to laugh and say, Paradise Road is for those who know. A gilded mirror that I bought in Paris, and I had shipped here. It came from a chateau in France, and I have chandeliers here. I mean, what we have here is a Dutch chandelier, right? And these are all genuine and they're antique. I don't like fakes. Chandelier you have at the entrance is what they call a Napoleon II, which is also from Paris, and a baccarat, an original baccarat. And then, I went overseas. I went to Nepal, and I designed the carpets for all the spaces in Nepal and had them woven there, and I freighted them. So I took great joy in everything I did. For example, the backdrop, the reception is a whole, the cities of the world. I mean, I bought it in Amsterdam. They're antique. They were printed in 1876 or something like that. And to tell you honestly, the counter that I have at the reception is a counter that I found at a funeral director's in Negombo. And that was my first counter at the store I had, at my first Paradise Road store on Flower Road. And I actually had to give it height to make it what it is. And to top it here, I gave it a marble top, a black and white marble top, so to suit the space. Every room is different in this house, and they have different color combinations, wonderful combinations like blue and brown, ivory and silver. We have avocado and chocolate, colors like that. And a lot of the rooms are striped. And that is the sort of Paradise Road signature, putting stripes everywhere. Like the carpets. You see, my style of decorating is timeless. And if you look at anything I do, I don't have to keep on changing the interior of this space because I'm not here on a trip trying to prove something. I just prove a style that I believe in, that I like. I use materials that I believe in. I would enhance the space with an object or two, like this wonderful temple horse that I brought in about 2 or 3 years ago. But we don't change the interior. It's a secret of Paradise Road. We don't even change the menus in our restaurants. People come back for what we have to offer because that is our style and that is our image. It has worked for me and it has been much admired. People love the ambience, people keep coming back. And what more does one want in business? As I said, we don't over-advertise. It's word of mouth. Today, we are full almost every night. And people are disappointed when they can't get a room, but that's a wonderful feeling for a businessman, isn't it? I take great delight in, as a Sri Lankan, having created a space like this that is appreciated internationally and has put Sri Lanka on the map. So, what more can I ask?
Truly a unique royal experience, conveniently at the heart of Colombo. Join us on our next episode to be taken to another space of true grandeur.